Ascension Island has to be one of the greatest spearfishing paradise locations that have recently been discovered. Colin Chester, the owner of Ascension Island Fishing Charters, has played a huge role in scouting and charting the area. Colin recently invited us to come out and see firsthand how radical Ascension is for hunting the giant yellowfin tuna that congregate in massive numbers. Ascension Island was going to be a dive trip like nothing else I'd ever done before. The thing that makes Ascension an absolute paradise is it's probably one of the most remote islands in the world. It's thousands and thousands of kilometers away from any major landmass, pretty close to the equator. The island's pretty small, so the places you dive are all fairly close. You don't have to travel hours and hours by boat to get to insane spearfishing. And before you know it, you're in the water, seeing these crazy fish. It's insane. There's nothing that can prepare you for the amount of fish and the size of the fish that you see in that place. It's just truly incredible. There was a lot of thought that went into equipment and what guns we'd take. So in planning for these huge tuna, I had to find a gun that was going to be up to the task. Mambo, Ballan with a power roller head. 130. 1.3 with 18mm band stretched maximum. This thing kicks butt. Eventually this huge big tuna swims in onto the flasher. We could see that it was a bigger one because it had these really long sickles on it with these beautiful long white edges on it. You could see it out in the distance. The fish just cruised in and got closer and closer and closer, and eventually got close enough for Muhammad to line up and take a shot. But these fish are amazing. They're so big and so heavy. Even when you put a really good shot in, and it's basically a stone shot, you really struggle to swim that fish up to the surface by yourself. We had some really good fish, around the 100 kilos, that were coming in onto the flasher. Muhammad said to me, he said, "Hey, why don't you take one?" And I'd been watching him take these amazing fish with this gun, and I was like, all I wanted to do was give the gun a go for myself. And I just took the gun from Muhammad and gave him the camera. It wasn't even 5 or 10 minutes later, massive fish comes in on the flasher. We decide that's the fish that we're going to take. It looked around about 100 kilos, and it came around like just so perfectly. I saw the spear didn't go all the way through, so I swam down onto the fish just to make sure that the spear was secure, and it had gone straight through the spine, and the barb had got stuck in the thick cheek plate on the other side. So that spear was going nowhere. I mean, the amount of power to even get through that cheek plate was insane. Now, the fun part's going to be getting this thing, 100 kilos of it, up these stairs.